Yeah, that event, we've been there, I think, 4 years now in a row. We finished third twice, second last year, and we played a lot of really good golf. I mean, everybody played solid golf and stretches during the event. Unfortunately, it was only 36 holes, but it benefited us because we were in the lead after 36 holes. I'm super proud of the guys. Anytime you win, it doesn't really matter who you're playing against. You just want to win. You just want to beat everybody you play. And we did that down there. So that's been 3 weeks ago. It's kind of nice that happened, but we've kind of moved on. We leave this coming weekend for what's the biggest event on our schedule because it's the next. It's in Las Vegas. 19 teams, 8 of the 19 are top 25 teams in the country right now in D2. So definitely will be a challenge. I don't know anything about the golf course. They've moved the golf course for this event, so we've done some Google Earth searching to kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Looks like it's going to be a little bit longer than what we're used to, but we are at elevation, so we'll see what happens. Looks like weather's going to be okay, but a little bit chilly. But it's been chilly here, so we should be used to it by now.
Coach, one of the things your team did in your victory at the Jack Brown Memorial that you weren't able to do in the fall was play consistent golf, top to bottom, throughout your lineup for both days. What changed from the fall semester? Because your team was at times one of the best in the Lone Star Conference, and then you just struggled getting that consistency throughout tournaments. What changed from the fall to the spring, do you think, to get that victory in the first time out?
I think there's two parts to that. First one is you have to go through those situations to learn how to continue to play at that level consistently for the entire event. And we were in those situations 2 or 3 times in the fall where we played a couple of really good rounds of golf. Top of the leaderboard in 2 of them, top half of the leaderboard in the other 2, and just played one poor round of golf. Wichita Falls, we played 6 bad holes the final round, and that's what hurt us the most at that event. Secondly, I mentioned it earlier, we only played 36 holes in Laredo. So if we play 54, do we continue to play well? I'd like to think we did down there, or we would have down there. So I think there's a lot of positives to take from that. We've made some big steps from the fall to the spring. And it helps when you have a freshman like Luke step up. It's very hard to come in as a true freshman and get comfortable, play solid golf, especially golf to a level where it counts, and not just counts as in, oh, we're bad and your score counted today. He's a solid player, and we're excited that he's a piece of our roster now. Jackson Nager's playing some really solid golf at the moment. He never really gets too far off kilter. He's always pretty solid. Seth has been playing some wonderful golf lately. He's feeling good with his golf swing right now. We're trying to work on some shorter putts with him, trying to kind of tidy that up a little bit. Carson's starting to kind of feel it again, which is a good sign. He played really well for us in the fall, and it's kind of been a little slump. And I don't really know what it was. I guess just the winter break kind of coming out of that, but he's starting to come out of his slump a little bit. And Carter is just Mr. Consistent. I mean, he just gets around the golf course and very boring golf, and we love to see that. And when you play boring golf, it makes things a lot easier.
Coach, a tournament coming up at the Las Vegas Desert Classic that you mentioned you'd been to, new golf course, but one of the things that's unique about college golf is your team really does get to travel quite a bit throughout the year. You have to travel in order to play the opponents you need to play regionally. What's kind of the behind-the-scenes look at that trip as far as some things you may do away from the golf course to enjoy that experience that your student-athletes are going to have?
Well, we're staying at the Hoover Dam Lodge, so we'll probably go check out the Hoover Dam one of the days. I'm not sure which day yet. We're not really around Las Vegas this year. We're in Boulder City, which is about 45 minutes east of Las Vegas. So we're going to fly in Friday, maybe check out the Strip, grab some lunch, and then head over to Boulder City and kind of get away from all the wildness and craziness of Las Vegas. Which I'm excited about. I know that this event has a lot of non-golf related excitement in it just because it's in Las Vegas. But it's kind of nice to get away from that this year. I tried that last year. We got an Airbnb house last year, and unfortunately a couple of our guys got food poisoning. So, not blaming that on the house, but just kind of unfortunate. Weird things have always happened out there for some reason. And this year, hopefully being away from the Strip and just kind of being in a more peaceful area, we can kind of get our minds right, or in a better mindset anyway, and just focus on golf, focus on what we need to do to beat the golf course. That's what we've been talking about the last 3 weeks, is how do we beat the golf course. Don't worry about your opponent because you can't control them. What can I do to beat the golf course today? And if we can get a red number, then red numbers beat a lot of people.
Coach, best of luck this week at the Las Vegas Desert Classic. Looking forward to it as we move along throughout the spring semester of golf.
Appreciate it.